So we are excited to now be the proud owners of Shady Oaks, or we will be once we get it all fixed up. I'm going to take you on a quick video tour of this property, and you can see the before, and that way 6 months or a year from now we'll have the after and people could see what we've accomplished. Because we've owned Sierra Ridge across the street for 20 years, and so now's a chance to really have an impact in this neighborhood and the families. One of the things that makes Shady Oaks really important for Austin is it's about preservation. It's 9 acres right on South Congress, near St. Elmo. People can walk from here to the South Austin Bus Transfer Center a few blocks away. So it's 238 apartments on 9 acres and it's very run down. Not so far gone it's not worth saving, but the kind of property that somebody else might buy, cosmetically fix it up, try and run it another 5 to 10 years, and then it's a land play, an opportunity, in the next boom for somebody to come along and knock it down and go upscale. So we were able to save with help from the city of Austin and from donors and from foundations and lots of other folks this property, and now we'll transform it into a great place to call home. Not enough exterior lighting. The trees have overgrown the lights. The landscaping's worn out. The parking lot's got potholes. The curb appeal of the property is not what it should be, so that when people drive up, they immediately have a sense of pride that the property is well taken care of. So that's going to change. So this community building by one of the pools is vacant, not really used for anything, and great opportunity to renovate it and make it into offices and classroom space for services. Ultimately our dream is to knock this building down, fill in the pool, and then we've got a space for a really large 2-story community building. And we have 8 learning centers right now, and we've never built them big enough, so here we've got the opportunity to really build the space for us, for partnerships that we may have with LifeWorks or Any Baby Can or other organizations to work with residents. Let me show you the before, and you can get a sense of this. It's just wasted space right now. The other side of this wall, there's what was a fitness center that's boarded up. Potentially some structural issues we got to look at here. So we'll make some decisions on to what degree we keep and renovate this space, or knock it over and start over.
Mm-hmm. And that's dependent on funding?
Right. If we can put the funding, what we're going to do is get rid of all these railroad ties. It's just dirt everywhere, so there's a lot we can spend and improve on the landscaping.
There do seem to be a lot of trees.
There's some decent trees,
but not a lot of landscaping.
It's a flat site, so there's a lot of sidewalk repair we need to do. Lots of situations where there might be 1 or 2 steps, and we can come in and redo all that so that it's fully wheelchair. There's a lot of things on the property that are not accessible for folks in a wheelchair, so including the mailboxes, laundries, bathrooms. Part of our renovation plan is 24 apartments will be fully ADA, wheelchair mobility accessible, as well as we're, taking out a lot of sidewalks and putting in accessible parking, and we want as much as possible for the units to be visitable and integrated. So this is one of our challenges. This building is really long and against the fence and dark, and has foundation problems and a sewer line problem, and lots of vacant units in disrepair. So we're going to start with the foundation, sewer line, and then unit by unit, put it back together. Pretty much does not have air conditioning units. They either were stolen or moved from here to go put onto another unit. Mm-hmm. So this is our biggest challenge. Here's a new self-explanatory. You can use this for B-roll.
And this.
Have you been in here?
Yes. Wow, the long, yeah. Okay, right here. Let's make sure she's ready.
This is a good example of a unit that's been vacant and is going to be able to completely redo it. And it's vacant and got a lot of mold and just pretty nasty. Is right next to another family that's getting a new refrigerator. Maybe we'll go in their unit and you can see how one family that's taken care of their place has had to put up with disrepair next to it.
When I put this one down, we'll just dolly that one out.
What's that? Old refrigerator not working?
No.
How long was the fridge not working?
No speak English, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Hablo poquito español.
Oh.
¿Cuánto tiempo no funciona?
3 semanas. Tengo desde el 1 de febrero y no funcionaba.
Oh, no.
La estufa no funciona
Ah, sí.
y tampoco la campana.
Y el dueño de la oficina dice que no vamos a...
Después.
Later.
Mañana. Y nada.
Pues, lo siento.
Está bien, no hay problema.
Okay. So her fridge was not working for 3 weeks, and her stove doesn't work, has not been working. So she's got a new stove, new fridge, and the former management office, she said, you know, later, we'll fix it tomorrow, and never got to it. Here's another vacant unit that's got no carpet, no refrigerator, no air conditioning, no hot water heater. Smells moldy. Basically, we're going to have to start over again.
And that's the majority of the units in this
On this, yeah.
on the south side.
But there are 70 apartments in various condition like this. Just another unit that's vacant, run down. It's going to need an overhaul. They've been dripping for months and months and months, and you can see the mildew. It's right outside the manager's office, so she had to look at it every day. So we ordered the cutoff valve and put it in and fixed it. A few things that's decent is they did replace the wood siding maybe 5 years ago with a hardy plank. Although they didn't replace the trim, so there's a lot of rotted trim that needs replacing. Early 80s construction is not the highest quality. There's things like the bathrooms don't have exhaust fans that we're going to put in. You know, the smoke detectors are all battery operated, not hardwired with battery backups. And just little things like that we can improve. We're going to replace all the appliances with Energy Star appliances, go in and redo cabinetry, countertops, and ground floor, so we'll take out the old yucky carpet and put in a nice tile floor. It's a wonderful opportunity to take a vintage early 80s garden-style apartment complex. And the two most interesting things, the day we took over, that one gentleman came into the office and his concern was, he was getting a discount on his rent because he didn't have a bathtub, and he was going to put his own bathtub in, kind of the do-it-yourself rental deal. Sure enough, Jerry went over, and not only was the bathtub gone, there was no tile. I mean, the bathroom was gone.
Lovely.
So we are fixing that for the man. And we had one other resident, a woman who was visually impaired, who came by the office and spent a lot of time meeting with the staff and was very excited. We were the new owners and was excited about improvements. And her first question was, though, you're not going to raise my rent, right? And Sandra was, no ma'am. We're proud to say we're going to keep it affordable and not raise your rent. We honor all the leases for residents that are here. Some people may see the kind of the new sheriffs in town and choose to leave. Other residents are thrilled and continue. It's going to take a lot of work, but we can do it. You can see Shady Oaks before we transform it into a great place. And it won't be called Shady Oaks. Probably going to call it Sierra Vista. So next time you see it, we'll have a new sign.